Hey guys, Atomic here. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. We're playing the third Odyssey mod as the Elysian Empire. And we currently have a coalition formed against us, which is sizable. It's not necessarily a threat by any stretch of the imagination, but it is rather red out there. Luckily for us, we do have this person down here who is not in the coalition for some reason. So I think I will kindly thank them graciously for their understanding. Oh, there it goes. God damn it, Kalusa. How? I think they heard me talking. Alright, you stay there then. What was the plan? Yeah, I need to core Elysian. And I can't really remove anyone from the map right now. Barbara Council has been fixed, I've heard. I saw something posted that you can now revoke their rights and nothing will crash the game as a result. Because that was an issue for a while. And our rebels seem to be rather low. I don't think we should have any issues. We do need to colonize, though, of course. Let's keep going up the coast, I guess. One thing I could do here, aside from putting the burgers in charge, is... well, it needs to core first, but I'll put a marketplace there as well. Now the Dinotaur are pissed. What do you want? I guess I can give you this. Yeah, and we're saving points for now until hopefully we modernize. It might not happen for a while. I think there's an event that happens that lets you send out a ship, and the ship discovers America for you, but I'm not sure what I need to fire that. It might be finishing the idea group. That might be the trigger. Am I still focused on admin? Because I better be. Yes, okay. Better relations over time would actually be very useful. Let me double check that there's no one else. Yeah, everyone bordering us has coalitioned us. So now I can build a marketplace over here. I don't think anywhere else needs one right now. And this province became Paeanus? Pains? Pains. I think of paella, or what is that? What is that dish? That Spanish dish with like seafood in it? Oh, what is that called? Paello? I don't know. I can't. It's stuck in my. It's like on the. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. Paella, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Something like that. I'm definitely not going to lose stability for that. What is our force limit now? Oh, we have tons of room. I don't know if I have enough for 10. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. We might be over the force limit for a little while. It shouldn't be a problem. We're earning 10 ducats a month as it is. I would love to get some more of those admin points events, especially. Alright, get some more development. And more. I love those events. Alright, so we're looking for about 360 or so. 350 maybe. Okay, so we did go over the force limit. Or no. Yeah, I think we went over by 1. Yep. Alright, so let's grab this provincial trade modifier. Plus 10%. And we also get another colonist, which is useful. National tax and autonomy change. Okay. Yeah, we'll just continue along the coast. Chieftain complains. A chieftain under our control has complained about the oppressive rule that he chafes under. He apparently wants to train his army the way he wants to, and not according to our tried-and-true methods. Yeah, definitely piss off the council. Plus it gives us army tradition, which is nice. Alright, so we have finally finished the development idea group, which should mean we can do this. Oh, we just need admin points. Okay, so we're getting close. And that'll give us a third colonist, actually. This turned into Neuos? There's a lot of vowels in that word. It's actually every vowel in that word. Oh, here we go. Renewed production of silk. With our citizens' wealth steadily increasing once again. Now let me find the capital. Right now we're producing grain, which is, not that useful. With our citizens' wealth steadily increasing once again, it has become once more profitable to produce silk. A closed-off section of the capital has been given the sole rights to produce silk, and is highly supervised by royal administrators to ensure all parts of production remain separated and as secret as possible. The wealth of our ancestral capital has increased due to this monopoly on the finest of clothing. Get on with it, my wife is nagging already. Gain tax and production in the capital, Elysian silk now produced, which, as I've mentioned, is really strong. I think it's the only province that will ever produce it. And we also get, on top of that, the silk quarter for the rest of the game, which local goods produce plus 50%, which is really good. Let me just make sure. Okay, that will go away eventually. Immigration has been there ever since basically the beginning, where we emigrated, or where we did our first. Alright, so we since we produce the only province that makes it, we obviously trade in it as well, so that's an extra 10% trade efficiency. So Elysian silk is 6 ducats for that, and we also produce 5.4 of them. This is why I wanted to focus on production so much, because it's very good. Yeah, our production values here. 3.4 ducats a month. And, oh yeah, gold doesn't have a trade value, that's right. So I was mistaken to say it was more valuable. I'm not sure how they stack up with each other, though. The upside to this, though, is that we can increase the production value as much as we want, without running the risk of emptying the gold mine, which is a possibility. Clergy are upset. I guess we give them this. No one's leaving the coalition yet, though, unfortunately. I could declare on them myself if I wanted to. Hey, there we go, 50 admin. Okay, here we go. We can form our colonial institution. Alright, I think I've read this before. So we lose constrained resources, which is basically just, it's like a colonial range minus 200%. So our colonial range does still decrease by half. I guess just due to maybe they don't want Elysia colonizing Africa and stuff. If the AI is playing it, I'm guessing that's the reason. We get a global settler increase and an extra colonist, so we'll definitely be doing that. And with the other colonist, I will be going to, I guess, Connecticut. Okay, Grand Race of the Hippodrome. The coming days there will be a grand race held at the Hippodrome. Red versus Blue, the top players these last few years will be divided into 2 groups and competing for 4 days in various disciplines. Bets can be placed on the individual races and players, but what everyone is wondering is which team lineup will ultimately prove to be most victorious. Both teams have asked for the Emperor's blessing and support for the coming games. Couple this to a bet, and the treasury could get quite the boost if we prove to be lucky. With the divine blessings our Emperor receives, though, there should be no doubt about that. We're going to go with the blue team. Your team was defeated. Regrettable, your choice in what team to support has turned out to be wrong. We have lost our investment. I even think I saw that funny-looking guy in the Tribune mocking you when the victors were named. We should have that bastard imprisoned, lose 5 prestige. It's too bad. I'm assuming there will be more of those kind of races. I guess we can fabricate on you, though. Everyone else has been sufficiently, yeah. Also, with that colonial institution, we can start colonizing the Caribbean if we'd like. There we go, some integration events. Coweta County down here. Oh right, we are still converting. Yeah, there's only a few left up here. Wants to claim on Seneca. Yeah, I think they do stop migrating at some point. It might be one of their ideas that does that. And there is one more event, very important event, that will fire, I'm assuming soon. And I can't annex you yet? Still not close enough. Maybe it's due to my Diplotech at this point. Okay, Panis is finished. I guess I go to the Caribbean now. No, it's still too far. Colonial range is only 80. Okay. Well, I could do mobile. Or we could finish the coast up here. Kind of like that idea, too. This province became Nova Londinium. It's kind of a play off New England, I assume. We discovered Hyperborealia. These are all plays off of Greek, like, myths. Hyperborealis was a... who talked about it? It was like a fantastical northern realm that was actually warm, I think. How do I find this? Would it be regions? And Hesperidian Fields was like part of the underworld, I think. Alright, so there's Hyperborealis, I think, was the name of the region, though. Maybe I'm wrong. What are these called? Caribbeans, okay. Nothing else seems to be changed. Vinland is obviously different. Thorfinn Bay is also different, reflects the Vinland part of it. Yeah, but Hesperidian fields and Hyperboreala are inspired by Greek mythical realms. You need a... well, preferably clergy, actually. I guess I can go up here. There we go. Yeah, that's Silk Quarter, though. Very strong. Actually, a workshop would be amazing for that province. I've already built manpower buildings, mainly. Or for the most important places. Actually, I'm kind of broke. Should probably stop. Makes me curious, though. If, this also works for our, yeah, it does. It does work for Elysian Silk. So that'll be incredibly powerful. Alright, I'm still waiting for that one event to fire. And I don't know what the trigger is exactly. I think I've done everything I possibly can to meet it. Except maybe technology. But I don't think so. Still everyone's in the coalition. I think they can't leave for 5 years, so that might be a part of it. It might not have been that long. And I think their opinions are... the aggressive expansion is definitely below 50 in a number of these. I mean, I know they have to be at 50 to join, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be below 50 to leave. Once they're in, they might be able to stay there as long as they want. Nissi Roads, that's a new one. Nissi Rhodos. It's like new roads, I guess. Colonize Passamaquoddy. I could do that. Where is that? Is that up there? Really? Okay. No thank you. No thank you. No, Nuos. Alright, yeah, I'll colonize this. It'll put me not really in conflict with Markland yet. Oh, I guess we're taking up. Or I could do development, but I think it's long enough to where I'd rather just tech up. Alright, so this became Vrius. Oh shit. Really? Are you good? No, you're terrible. Okay. Bye. Please tell me you can make babies. Konstantinos. The 12th. Wow, these are terrible events. Yeah, I'll take the legitimacy hit. Come on, Constantine. Do your country proud, bro. You got this. I mean, you're 60-something? You're 62, that doesn't mean anything. If you're a woman, it might. Oh, there's cousins and stuff, too. Not for that, but for inheritance, obviously. Okay. More manpower? Taxes? Actually, I don't think we need taxes. We're already cutting our tax income by 16% because of authority. I really like the Orthodox faith in EU4. It makes realms really stable. I think mechanically the Sunni faith is probably the strongest. Sunni or Shia. Shia probably is better. I think it gives like a morale bonus. Yeah, I think objectively Shia is the most powerful religion, probably. Although it's somewhat subjective based on preference for bonuses, but the piety mechanic is just so strong. The things you can do with it. Alright, event. Let's fire anytime now. I don't want to lose a claim. Yeah, this piss off the natives, who cares? Alright, Nova Londinium. 6 prestige for that, too. I guess we go here. Let's finish off the coastline. This became New Theodosia. Interesting. Theodosia was the peninsula up by Colonizing Vrias. Oh yeah, that was my mission. We'll do these turn into cities. New Theodosia was like the Crimean Peninsula, I believe. I'll go with that one. God, why is your influence level so high? What the fuck is that coming from? Base of 25, base of 20%. Number of cities 30%. What the fuck does that mean? You don't have any land, how do you have influence? That's gonna make it impossible to revoke them. Or not revoke them, but curb their rights. Which I can't do yet. I think I have to wait for that eventifier that I'm hoping will happen. Alright, so you can go here. Wood clearance. Large sections of wooded areas in Vrias have been cleared and can now be used for farming or production. And natives integrated. Not bad. Oh, we do have an heir. A 212 who is identical to our last terrible heir. How lucky. Alright, well you are also going to become a general. Good sir. Let me see you. Oh, you can't. You're not old enough. Which means we're probably going to have a military regency. Or, yeah, royal regency. Okay, Danitoy. You want land. What is this? Seals. Cool. I guess you get this province. It's fucking Barbary, man. That must be by design, I'm guessing, because they need to be below 50% influence to be able to revoke their rights. So they must intentionally set it to 50, like as a base, which means you have to wait for an event that will lower their loyalty. Or not their loyalty, but their influence. Those sneaky bastards. Inquisitor died, okay. Not the end of the world. I do want admin points, though. Alright, so this province became Heine. And I guess after this, as soon as someone leaves the coalition, like, we're declaring war on them. I'm just waiting. I gotta do it eventually. I guess I could, like, encourage them. It's like, yeah, we're peaceful. We like you. We don't want to eat you. Let's be friends. I really want to eat this guy. I mean, be friends with this guy. NHS2 expansion. Well, okay. Now the clergy are upset. I think I was going to give them this one. Always upset. Okay, so the Barbaroi modifier has expired, which means basically nothing. I can't retake it because I want them to be as low as possible on the influence, but they're still at a base of 50, which means it's going to be a stroke of luck. Unless there is a decision which reduces their influence. That gains it, that gains it, that gains loyalty. No, there's not. Alright, come on, event. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Maybe it's technology. There has to be some trigger for it. It could be date. It could be something like 1515, 1520, some arbitrary date. We do have a new one here. It's hard to keep track of who lives where and thus have an idea of how much people there are that must pay taxes. It would help. Would also help to track down the men ready for service. Would they be required in times of need? Holding a census every decade or so may cause some frictions, but would decrease the impact of tax dodging and corrupt collectors significantly. So we need admin tech 10 and a statesman, basically. That gives us more taxes and manpower at the cost of stability. Sounds reasonable. I watched this documentary on the Roman Empire, and it talked about how the success of Rome was due to their, like, accounting skills, basically. Like, the city of Rome was really well managed in terms of, like, census and accountability over their citizens, and that was a big part of their success. What is this? Miri Fofi. Okay. Miri Fofi. Yeah, it's like with a good enough administration, apparently you can do anything. Nearly anything. Unless the Germanic tribes invade, then you're kind of fucked. Man, I just want the event to fire. God damn. Oh, it's like the one thing holding us back right now. Kind of worried that I didn't trigger something. Alright, I'm just gonna take every tech because it's the only thing I could think of that I'm missing a tech threshold. Charge cataphracts. This variation on the heavily armored cataphract has additional armor at the front and an extended lance to charge into enemy ranks before closing in with spiked maces to make quick work of native troops that don't traditionally have any decent headgear. And even if they did, the spikes of such a heavy weapon would crash through those with ease too. Alright, so overall well-rounded unit, 2s and everything except fire. Sounds good. can't attack anyone. Or I can if I want to. There we go. Oh, thanks, Ottawa. God, you're so nice. You're just so thoughtful. You heard me complaining. And you realized how selfish you've been by valuing your autonomy. Now I'll take one of those. Let's go over this way. Oh, right, attrition. How lovely. Who are you allied with? That's a good question. You're allied with very non-interesting nations, to be honest. What are you? A native senate? Is that because of being Hellenized? I hope it is, because that's really cool. And it's actually a good government type, as opposed to the native tribe, or whatever, the tribal monarchy. Native Council. What is it now? Native Senate? Yeah. I like it. I just love the flavor in this mod. It's like those little details that really do it. We could even call Helluland in if we wanted to, which I don't. You're just allied. You no longer... I guess they no longer have federations, though. That's the downside to this government change. But it's absolutely fine with me. Federations are very awkward. I could wait. This guy's not a huge priority. In fact, Massachusetts is the priority, I would say. Alright, well, I appreciate your good intentions, Ottawa, but you'll have to wait. Okay, I am improving with him. I could actually declare on these guys, too. I do border them now. I don't think they're in the coalition. Actually, this guy is. These guys aren't. Micmac. That would put me in friction with Markland. And actually, that might not be a bad play. Helluland has taken Statacona, unfortunately, or he's colonizing it right now, which does put him on track. Uh-oh, game crashed. Okay, well, I'll have to restart from the autosave, but yeah, anyway, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. This has been Miskatonic, and join me next time. Hopefully the event that I've been heralding will happen. If not, I will try to see what I can do about this crash. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.